We're here in Raleigh, North Carolina for round 2 of the Z-Max Cars Tour. For the series regulars, it's all you can do to run away and hide, but you're stuck within the confines of a quarter-mile bull ring that is Wake County Speedway. Not a fender left unmolested, not a fan left less than enamored by the contest that featured tempers, traffic, and a feel-good story in Victory Lane. This is Saturday night. On tour from Wake County Speedway, America's favorite bull ring, starts right now. Everyone wants to be there on Sunday, but as every short tracker will tell you, there is no Sunday without Saturday night. And every week, all across the nation, late models own Saturday night. This is the ballad of the sport's backbone, its hometown, its weekly star, and its greatest racing. This is Saturday night. This is On Tour. Welcome back to On Tour. My name is Buddy Pulley. I head up the late model coverage here on ATYL Media. The Cars Tour was right in my backyard this past Saturday night at Wake County Speedway. And what a great day for a race. It was sunny and 75 all day long. And when the lights came on, I got to say I was proud of my city because Raleigh absolutely packed the house. And they were treated to 125 laps of quintessential Cars Tour excitement. But before we get into Saturday night's affairs, we got a bit of housekeeping to do since our last episode at the beginning of the month. If you haven't heard the name Wyatt the Thriller Miller, well, get used to it. He's the son of Kelly Earnhardt Miller. He's the nephew of Dale Earnhardt Jr. And if you do the math, that makes him the grandson of Dale Earnhardt. Over the past couple weeks, Wyatt has made the transition from dirt to asphalt, making 2 starts at Hickory Motor Speedway, placing runner-up in his first start and winning in his second start, joining his grandfather Dale and his great-grandfather Ralph as winners at the birthplace of NASCAR stars. Wyatt was driving a limited late model for Junior Motorsports and enlisted the help of 2-time NASCAR National Weekly Series champion and teammate Connor Hall. I spoke to Connor this past weekend about what it's been like mentoring the 4th-generation star. You've done some work helping Wyatt Miller out. What has that been like over the past 2 weeks to see him come home with a second and then a win at Hickory?
Yeah, it's been awesome. It's not every day that you get to work with a talent like that at that age. So obviously, LW and Kelly are cracking the whip on him. He's destined for greatness. So I think to be able to be involved in his development at any rate, I take it as an honor that, Kelly and LW trusted me to, try to help him with his late model career a little bit. So it's been really fun. I definitely wish that I was that good at 13. I think I would be a little bit further, but he's doing a great job, and we're looking forward to the next one with him.
The future is bright for young Miller, and if you're an Earnhardt fan, the future is bright for you as well. Episode 1 of this show, we covered the icebreaker at Florence, which was race 1 of the I-95 Showdown. Race 2 took place on March 12th at Southern National Motorsports Park, where Jared Fryer took home the victory in the 125-lap feature. And as for the standings, it's icebreaker winner Matt Cox who leads. The showdown picks back up at Southern National Motorsports Park on June 14th for race 3 of the opening round. Finally, moving on to the Cars Tour race from Wake, it was Mini Tyrrell scoring the victory and snapping a nearly 4-year winless streak that dates back to his first Cars Tour victory at Tri-County in September of 2021. Let's take a look at the rest of the result from Saturday night's race in Raleigh. Taking a look at the results from the Accident Imaging 125 at Wake County Speedway, it was of course Mini Tyrrell taking home the victory, leading wire to wire all 125 laps. Connor Hall, the New River winner, he finishes second. Doug Barnes Jr. rebounded from an early spin to finish third. Cade Brown in fourth. And the Wake County winner from last season, Landon Lewis, he finishes fifth. Ronnie Bassett Jr. finishes sixth. Chad McCumbee in seventh. Donovan Strauss in eighth. Brandon Pierce in ninth. And Dylan Wilson, he too rebounded from an early incident to finish 10th. Some other notables, Landon Huffman and Ryan Millington had contact late in the going while battling inside the top 5. We'll talk about them in a little bit. They finished 12th and 13th. Some other full-time competitors that left Wake County with much to be desired. Buddy Isles Jr., he finished 15th. Connor Jones out with a mechanical failure. He finishes 20th. Laney Bice was involved in a crash with Carson Hayslip. She finishes 21st. Carson Lofton 23rd. Parker Eatman 24th. And Andrew Grady in 25th. Mini Tyrrell of Manassas, Virginia, made his first start in the tour back in 2018 and has become a veteran presence in the series. Tyrrell has built up what is a family operation into a weekly contender, finishing third in the Cars Tour standings in 2024. But in his 42 starts since his last trip to Victory Lane, Tyrrell has led over 200 laps and has had countless races slip through his fingers. But I talked to Mini after the race about the relief of finally getting back to Cookout Victory Lane. For the first time since 2021, Mini Tyrrell, you're a Cars Tour winner. How does it feel to hear those words and do it the way you did, running away from them?
Yeah, man, it was definitely a big confidence booster. It's a monkey off the back for sure. We haven't won one of these things in a while, and we just had such a good year last year. Came so close so many times, and just couldn't quite seal the deal. So I'm just glad that we were able to just get it done tonight and finally get it and get one down for the year and start the year off good.
All right, I got to ask, take me through the emotions of those late race yellows, because you were gone there, but they kept on coming.
Yeah, for sure. There was a couple times where I was like, man, all right, I just need to stay green. And I think the one with like 3 to go, that's when it really kind of got to me. I was like, oh man, I gotta make something happen. And so I just trying to stay calm. And Brandon did a great job on the radio, Hippie as well, keeping me clean, and just tried to calm me down and say, hey man, just keep doing what you've been doing all race. And tried to do just that and had a great restart and was able to just stay out front. I knew once I could clear him, I was going to check out and keep him behind me.
How good does it feel for, I've seen 10 or 15 guys just come up and say, congratulations to you. How good does that feel just to have the respect from your peers after this long winless streak?
Yeah, man, it definitely feels awesome. That I love, like, I've been in this series this is like my 6th year now, 5th full-time year, and I've grown kind of a family base traveling around with all these guys, and I want to give the same respect that I get, and obviously I want to treat everybody the same, and I try to be as best of a person as I can be to everybody here. So it's just really awesome to have a lot of people that you race with and your fellow competitors come up and congratulate you. So made a ton of lifelong friendships that I'll have forever with a lot of these guys here. So just really cool to see how many people were happy to see me win.
You heard him speak about the respect he has from his competitors, and it's well earned. He races just as hard as he works, and he's also one of the kindest souls in the garage. The yes sir, yes ma'am, looking in the eye while he shakes your hand type. He's just as nice as he can be, and he's quite the humanitarian as well, known for his efforts with his charity Mini's Mission that raises money for childhood cancer research. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can read more about Mini's Mission and all the great work that they've done. Finishing second to Tyrrell was New River winner Connor Hall, but as we know, results don't always tell the full story. After struggles in practice, the Junior Motorsports crew went to work, and Connor in the race kept his nose relatively clean and was able to salvage a great points night for the 88 team. Connor Hall, you finished second tonight. Not too bad. You weren't too happy in practice. How does it feel to come home second?
It feels really good. I know it's not a win, but obviously the big picture here is the championship. So to be able to bring our, Johnny Morris Bass Pro Shops 88 to the front was obviously a good feeling. We were not dejected. We kind of had a figure that, an idea that we would probably race a little better than we qualified, and just dealt with some issues. And Brian Schaefer and all my guys just kept working at it really, really hard, and I'm just forever grateful for them, because without them, I don't think we would be in the position we are right now. So hats off to them. This second place is obviously to them, and hopefully we can unload that core deal and go back to regular programming a little bit, and maybe bring just a little bit more speed and stability, and unload and maybe get a win.
Cool. So Mini Tyrrell pretty much dominated today. Didn't look like anybody had much for him. How good is it, though, you mentioned the championship, to come out of here with the second place finish after the attrition we saw tonight?
I mean, it's obviously good. If you can't win, you want to be second, right? I mean, I know everybody says second stinks, but this second was a little bit more objective, I feel like, than most seconds come. So, like I said, I just obviously in a little bit of not wow, but just kind of it's a sigh of relief when when you obviously, like I said, winning was the goal, especially when we got to line up nose to nose for the win. But we just weren't turning as good as him late race, and obviously had a good amount of damage, and just obviously to come away second was kind of a check off the box to kind of at least get through Wake County partially unscathed.
Shout out to my pal Matt, the photographer over there at Nelson Motorsports, for offering to film that interview with Connor and allowing me to have my own personal James Pike moment, if you will. Now, it wouldn't be a race at Wake County Speedway without some bent fenders and some bent feelings. And after the break, we'll talk about just that in the on-track and off-track meetings of Ryan Millington and Landon Huffman.
State your name and occupation.
Dylan Wilson, semi-retired race car driver, I would say, but we're working back into it. And my three things: neon lager, easy. Wilkesboro, the whole town and damn state, the state of Wilkesboro. Family. I became a family guy. I consider friends family. I'm always around family, so I think that would be an easy one to put in my three.
What a wholesome man.
That's my middle name, Wholesome.
That's Dylan Wilson, and this is On Tour.
Attrition was high Saturday night as we saw 8 cautions in total, but that's just a product of quarter-mile racing. Near the end of the race, I was standing in turn 1, and as they passed by me, I noticed Landon Huffman eking ever closer to the rear bumper of Ryan Millington. But when they came back by, I noticed Huffman had nose damage, and there was no Millington to be found. Well, suspicions confirmed, as entering turn 3 on the previous lap, Huffman had made contact with Millington, sending the 15 around, and per the Cars Tour rules, the 57 was sent to the rear as well, taking both out of contention for the win. So that was the bent fenders. Now for the bent feelings. After the race, I was sort of beat-bopping around, taking in the aftermath, when I saw Landon Huffman walk past me from the turn 4 side of pit road, which is where his pit was located, down to the turn 1 side. So I decided to follow Landon, and well, I'll let the video tell the rest of the story.
Along with Winless and Carson Hazlett. One car did not start the race, and that was Aaron Donnelly. They're off to the corner. Right here. I'm going to buy already on the toe. Go right here.
You come down here. I'm probably like right there on that, like at the border. You drove down, across, missed it, come up the racetrack. Got to run on you again. I'm still right there. Get down into the corner. You know how three is. Like, it's tired. You just drive it across the track. You were barely there, and I jumped. We're barely there when we hit tires. Yeah. We didn't hit tires? Hold on.
Oh, we definitely hit tires.
Yeah, we hit tires before it crashed.
Yeah, after you drove it in there.
What's a fucking corner, Brandon?
We're right at Wake fucking County at the end of the race. What do you expect?
Okay.
I did chop his nose because he was not fully there for me to fully give you the lane.
I've been in his shoes, I've been in your shoes. No. I'm going to make it very clear. I've been in his shoes, I've been in your shoes. And if you're in your shoes, you make a decision. Do you gamble? You're not going to win the race. Do you gamble for one spot?
I didn't
not
have a
take
better
the risk,
car.
or do you
I was
take the
fucking
risk?
gambling is what
It's
I
that
was
simple. Going down into that corner, you make a split decision. I am or I'm not going to gamble. If you drive in and gamble, even if you chop it, okay, then you're taking the risk.
I've been in that position right there.
Or you take the risk and deal with the consequences.
Hold on.
I'm raising my voice because I'm pissed, because you needed to finish, we needed to finish. You didn't want that to happen, we didn't want that.
I understand.
It sucks for everybody,
But
okay?
I would not try to cross your nose. I guess that's just the difference.
Nothing was intentional.
I'm not saying it was intentional.
I know.
Nothing between. I would never run you.
You had a better car. All you had to do was
Oh, wait another fucking lap at Wake County. I got under him right there, Scott. It's no weight. You just said
underneath him right
Dude,
here.
it doesn't
I got under
fucking
him right
matter.
there.
Buddy, you were there about this fucking much. I have watched the fucking replay.
That's why I didn't drive. I was
Exactly.
much farther on
You
there
were,
than
100%,
here. That's why I did-
100%.
Okay, so
So
that's
that's
the
why
gamble
100%.
he's talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, I gave you that spot here.
Yes,
But
you
then
did.
when I gained farther, that gamble.
I mean, the fact is, there's a wall here. I didn't chop you to the point. I even gave you a fucking enough room here where you could fit there. There's more room down here where you could have gone onto the apron.
Oh, so I guess I'm just supposed to drive my shit across.
I'm not. I'm just saying there's options here. You didn't need to wreck me. I know
No, I
that.
didn't wreck you. You wrecked yourself.
I
No,
did.
you could have backed off and lost the spot.
Okay, well, I could have went home yesterday,
That's
but I
right.
didn't.
That's right.
If my aunt had
That's
had
right.
a dick,
You
she'd be
didn't.
my uncle.
He
Scott.
came down, you could have backed off. You didn't.
Okay, diabolical analogy there from Mr. Huffman, but an analogy that fits no less. After the heated post-race discussion, I did speak with Landon about the on-track incident and his promising weekend at Wake County up to that point and what could have been. Landon, a tough night there. You obviously got into it there with Ryan Millington. There was a conversation after. Is that just a product of quarter-mile racing?
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I didn't feel like I chopped down on anybody all night, but part of it, man. 10 laps to go. I know he's trying to get in. I just felt like, you know, I don't know if you got to earn respect back. I mean, I know Ryan's got a lot for me. I mean, it's just one of those deals. I don't know. It's just frustrating, man. You run up front all night, hardly hit anybody all night. You know, run a great race. Felt like we had good speed finally. Been working really hard to get back here and, you know, show that we can run up front, have a shot at winning these races. And, you know, we didn't have the best car, but we did have a really good long-run car. And just didn't work out in our favor. You know, Ryan felt like at that moment he needed to get down, and I was just there. So it is what it is. And with the rule, you know, you got to go to the back to make contact. So, you know, not our fault, but we'll just take it on the chin, I guess. I mean, we rallied back to a 12. Not great, but, you know, better when we finish at New River. So one step at a time, we'll keep on digging.
You mentioned you guys had a fast car. How good does it feel to show up and have speed? I mean, you were fast in practice, fast in qualifying. Just elaborate more on that, because that's got to be awesome for you guys.
They're really the racer sickness, though, right? So showed up, had great speed, qualified good, fastest in Friday practice, ran in the top 3 the whole race, and I'm sitting here pissed off. Like, it's a racer sickness. I mean, if I would have finished second, I would have obviously felt nice about it, but you know, it's just a product of the sport. I mean, it feels great to have the speed, but, you know, at the end of the night, we still don't have anything to show for it. So, or you know, not anything great to show for it. So just got to keep working and keep staying true to what we are and what we're doing, and, you know, trust the process. We'll be there to, you know, hopefully they'll be dealing with us, you know, every single week now moving forward.
Before leaving the track Saturday night, the two parties of Millington and Huffman spoke again, and that conversation seemed to end on a lot better terms. That's going to do it for this episode of On Tour. The next episode is going to follow the Cars Tour race at Cordell, where we'll see Dale Earnhardt Jr. get back behind the wheel of a late model stock. And just minutes before hitting record on this video, in conjunction with Flow Racing, the Cars Tour race at North Wilkesboro Speedway will be broadcasted on Fox Sports 1. An absolutely huge announcement for the series. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Kevin Harvick will join Blake McCandless and Eric Brennan from Flow Racing on the broadcast team. I also want to give a big shout out to my buddy Tyler. He helped me out with some videos and photos from this weekend, and I hope to put out a really cool pure sound video from Wake County next week. Also, shout out to our sponsor here to ATYL Media, Happy Hour Racing. They sent me this awesome Shane Van Gisbergen win shirt from last year, so definitely check out Happy Hour Racing. I'll put a link in the description below. But as always, support your local short tracks, and we'll see you after Cordell.